Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady. I'm here with tips for this thoughtful banner set. I will also be using the Sweet and Sassy Hearts, the Scribbles, this is the thoughtful banner set, and the Swirly Bird stamp set. And I'll be using other new products from the 2016-2017 annual catalog with this card. So to start with, I'm going to take a half a sheet or a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of the thick white cardstock, score it at 5 1/2 inches, and fold it for my card base. And I'm going to start out with a pretty basic, I'm just using kind of the splatter image from the Swirly Bird set with the Sweet Sugar Plum ink. That is one of the new in colors for this catalog. And I'm just going to stamp it in the lower left, and then I'll move up to the right to stamp the splatter to kind of carry your eye across the front of the card. The next step, I took one of the dies from the swirly scribbles, and I cut out a piece of thick cardstock, and I'm using the die cut brush to pop that out of there. The sponge and the brush come when you purchase the die cut brush, and it will help as rubbing it over that sponge to pop that out of that die. I have some Emerald Envy, one of the other new in colors, and I'm sponging that on. I could have used a piece of Emerald Envy cardstock, but it would have been solid and thicker or more consistent ink. Consistent color, and I wanted to kind of get some variation in color, so I sponged over that color to get it. Now you'll notice that we have kind of a straight heart and a heart with a little bit of shape to it, or a sweetheart shape to these hearts. So there's two sets of these hearts, and the two work together, and they're next to each other because they're too close in size, or they cut too small of a border, so that they won't stack on the magnet or on the sheet. So I'm using these two sizes from the two different sides to cut out my hearts, which I've already cut out. You could use them right next to each other too if you wanted this larger mats. Okay, let's run the Sweet Sugar Plum heart through the Big Shot with the heart embossing folder. I embossed some hearts right on there, and then I'll just mat that onto the Flirty Flamingo heart that was slightly larger, cut with the Sweet and Sassy Heart die set. Okay, now I want to glue down that striped piece I colored earlier, so I'm using some fine tip glue and just sparingly put the glue on the back side of the shape, and then I'll flip that over and just put that down onto my card front. I will take a couple of acrylic blocks to hold it. This glue can use a little bit of drying time. It doesn't need a lot, but it could use a little bit. The Emerald Envy die cut piece is a little bit wider than my card, so I'm just flipping it over and going from the back side and trimming off those extra hangover parts. Okay, now with some fast fuse, let's put down that heart just right in the center there. And I like the fast fuse because it's really sticky, but you do need to do the little check mark. With the banner set, now here's where the tips for the banners. I've stamped it in Flirty Flamingo, and I'm using the little banner with the sides that are colored in. And so now I've taken the word celebrate and I put it on there straight first. So I'm going to pick up that photopolymer piece, and I'm going to figure out the curve of the banner with my photopolymer piece. So I'm just following that curve closely. It's not exact, and then I'll press it in as I curved the photopolymer piece a little bit. And then when I flip it over, I'll have a little curve to my celebrate image. And that's how you can stamp that right in there, and then cut that out or punch it out with the Duet Banner punch. And there are two styles that this punch will punch out, and you can get this with a bundle. Okay, the bundle price, if you purchase the banner, the Thoughtful Banner set and the Duet Banners punch together, you save 10%. So I'm just putting that down in the center of my heart there. Pulled in some rhinestones, add a little sparkle to the front. So I've added 3 rhinestones across, and I'm just kind of mixing them in with that splatter across the heart. Adds a little sparkle for my heart. Okay, that's it. So this is fun with some new in colors, the Sweet and Sassy Hearts, the Swirly Bird bundle, and the Thoughtful Banners bundle. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris at mystamplady.com. You can find all these supplies in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady, and I'm here today to share with you the Balloon Celebration Bundle. It comes with this fun stamp set and then a punch to punch out the larger balloon and the smaller balloon. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks while I put a card together today. I'm starting with a card base. My fabulous thick white cardstock is the base. I cut that in half and folded it in half to make my base. I love the weight of this cardstock. And then a piece